Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at how you can beat all the missions for the 5th anniversary part 1 Annie battle stage. So obviously this is for the Vegito and Gogeta equips as well as some stones. The missions you have to complete are to beat the stage with no support items, to beat the stage with 6 future Saga units, and to beat the stage with 6 full power units. I'm going to show you the team with the 6 future Saga units, and obviously run through the event in a little bit more detail with that team. And then if you skip ahead, there should be a timestamp in the description that will show you the full power team and just give you a rundown of that team. Because I think the full power team is a little bit easier actually, since Worldwide Celebration got a buff quite recently, and that gives you quite a few good options to work with, whereas I think the Future Saga team hasn't really gotten the buff since last WWC, so I just wanted to go through it in more detail. Both teams will not be using items. They will use a support memory, but those don't count for the mission. So yeah, that should cover you for both. Obviously, other than that, there are some special mechanics each boss does that will be more relevant to each team, but we'll talk about that. So anyway, how it starts is you have to take on Vegito first, and then you take on Gogeta. Both are very, very similar to each other, with very, very, very similar mechanics. So Vegito, the first phase of Vegito, is very standard. He hits for about 400k, disables ceiling and attack down, defense down. The second phase of Vegito hits for about 450k on a super, nullifies ceiling, attack down, defense down. So far so good, nothing too crazy. Then you take on Super Saiyan God SS Vegito. Super Saiyan God SS Vegito has 2 different attacks. He has a standard super attack, which hits for about 700k, and he has his special super attack, which will trigger after he's done 16 actions. So after he's done a certain number of attacks and movements and everything, he will trigger a special super attack that does 1.6 million in damage. He also has a 13% evasion chance, which actually is quite high, but this will be negated if you have a Zamasu character on your team, a fusion Zamasu specifically. So it needs to be like AGL fused Zamasu, Tech fused Zamasu, Int fused Zamasu, and that'll count. He also gets attack of 30% up from the second turn from his entry, and attack of 10% with each turn passed starting from the 4th turn as well. So the longer the fight goes, the stronger Vegito is going to get. He's also immune to ceiling, stunning, attack lowering, and defense lowering. Overall, this is not the craziest stage. I think even for the Future Saga team, which hasn't been updated in a while, this is not the craziest stage. I'm using a majority of just easy A's and super easy A's over the past year and a half or 2 years or so, and really I haven't had any major difficulties. Obviously you want to get your setup proper, so you want to have AGL Zamasu linked up with the Int Goku Black, ideally. And then also you'll want to have the Tech Zamasu linked up with the physical Goku Black for the Big Bad Bosses link. But aside from that, you can just float whoever. There's also lots of options that I just didn't use that you can use, like physical Goku Rose is great. You also obviously have the AGL Goku Black. You have quite a few different options that you could incorporate. AGL Goku Rose is okay, I think Strength Goku Rose is okay. So I think that's all fine. Then we get to the next one. So we have here Gogeta. So physical Gogeta, then he goes into Tech Gogeta, then he goes into Strength Gogeta. Physical Gogeta, very similar to Vegito, just a step up on both. So physical Gogeta, same as Vegito, just he's also immune to stunning now, not ceiling. So you can seal him, but it's not too relevant. He hits for about 480k on super. Tech Gogeta hits for about 530k on super, and is immune to stunning, and also disables attack and defense down. And then you get Super Saiyan God SS Gogeta, who hits harder than Vegito, 800k on his standard attack comparative to 700k, 1.7 million comparative to 1.5 million on his special attack. But Gogeta, the Super Saiyan God SS Gogeta, will have attack down when a character's name includes Super Saiyan Broly or Super Saiyan Broly full power is present. He also has the same mechanics, so he'll have 13% evasion. This time it can't be negated by having a character on your team. And you'll also get attack of 30% up on the 3rd turn from a character's entry, as well as attack of 10% with each turn passed, starting from the 5th turn. He also has the same system, whereby after a certain number of actions, he will fire up his special attack, but you will see that coming. You'll see the countdown markers, you will see everything like that. The big thing is his activates a little bit faster than Vegito's as well, so it doesn't take so long. It activates a little bit faster. All in all, honestly, this one also wasn't too much of a difficulty. The full power team will take more of an advantage of Gogeta through the attack down debuff that they can provide, more so than obviously the future Saga team, which takes more of an advantage of Vegito. If you're looking to do the no item challenge and you're struggling, then don't worry, maybe try with the full power team. It is more recently upgraded, and it benefits more against Gogeta than Vegito, who is technically a weaker boss statistically. So you might want to try with the full power team more so than the future team. The future team handles everything pretty fine. Obviously I use a worldwide chaos support memory as well, which gives us a little bit more of a boost on top of everything. So that's very, very good. Now that we've done the full run and rundown with the bosses, I will just shift over to the full power team so that you can take a look at that team and obviously get an idea on how to use them. So now for the full power team. Full power, in terms of leads, you don't have a ton of options. Full power is one of those weird categories. My best suggestion would be to go movie bosses or planetary destruction or something, because there's just a little bit more variation leads and just more sub-teams. But obviously I've got a full power Broly as lead, the physical Broly. I also have the strength super easy aid Broly. I also have the tech LR easy aid Broly. I also have the physical super easy aid final form Frieza, and I have on top of that the AGL golden Frieza. Obviously if you have AGL final form LR Frieza, you can use him instead. If you have the AGL Super Saiyan Broly, the Super Broly, the lead from the last anniversary, you can use him instead of physical Broly. And obviously, if you want to, you can also use Strength Full Power Frieza. There's plenty of substitutions for this team. There's Int Revenge Broly, who's great. There's Tech Movie Bosses Broly, who's great. I haven't used either of those units specifically on my team to just showcase that you don't need the premier full power units. But those units will definitely make your life a lot easier. All in all, that obviously works great. Other alternatives are potential superheroes teams. Beast Gohan is on superheroes and full power. Int SS Evolved Vegeta's on full power. Int Gammas are on full power. Strength Super Saiyan God SS Vegeta is on full power. Physical Kaioken Goku and Vegeta are on full power. There's a lot of USS and superheroes units are on full power, so running superheroes and running full power is also a very valid option. And you might have more of those, because those are even older actually than some of these units. Obviously, a lot of these units are all easy aid and all super easy aid, which does make a huge difference. But generally this team, just like the previous one, didn't really struggle. Rotations were AGL Golden Frieza alongside the physical full power Frieza. And then another rotation was the friend Int LR Broly alongside the physical Broly or the strength legendary Super Saiyan Broly. If you want to take a friend AGL Broly as lead, that's also more than fine. He will pretty much do exactly the same as the Int one. So realistically, they're going to be very, very good. But that's it. That should cover everything you need to know about this event. Nothing too crazy. Obviously pretty interesting to complete both missions. you'll get really nice skill orbs for for Gogeta strength and for Tech Vegito. So that's always helpful. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.